What is going on, everybody? My name is Chris, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Guys, today we are going to be doing a world record attempt. Yes, you heard me correctly. A world record attempt at the new Hanoi, Vietnam F1 track circuit, whatever you want to call it. This is a very, very challenging track. Originally, funny enough, I went out here in the Ferrari F2004. This is my first time experiencing classic cars on this game. So I just want to make that clear to everybody that I'm not the best at classic cars in this game yet. But we are going to jump straight into the action with a lap here. And I did a few laps before this, so this isn't my first time. This isn't my first lap, but I mean, the laps were okay. You know, I think, you know, we're 5/10 up there, about 4/10 up, 3/10 up there, maybe even less. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, just being very conservative with this car through the corners, because honestly, the cornering is horrendous. So that's why I was looking at the leaderboard and I saw the top two were in Braun GP cars, and I was like, okay, so maybe the Braun's quicker. So, you know, the Braun was okay. We're 16th in the world at the moment. 16th in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Looking back at this video, if you want to see my clips on Xbox, my Xbox tag is obviously right there, LordGamerYT3. Go check out my clips on my profile. I have some really cool clips of both modern and classic cars, so if you want to go check those out, feel free to do so. But yeah, we're just trying to bang in the laps here. I mean, these laps are really important, you know, to get a feel for the track. Especially this first and the second sector are really hard for me. I think I got the third sector down pretty well. You know, S's for me are pretty easy. That's why I'm so good at Suzuka. But we're on a really good lap, and I accidentally hit the wall there. I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but I accidentally hit the wall there. But while we're watching these Ferrari laps, I want to say thank you guys so much for all of the support on the channel. And I mean, it's been an insane week for me. God, I don't want to cry on camera, obviously, but first of all, I got a brand new gaming chair. It's a reclinable gaming chair, a desk chair. It's the Respawn 110. If you're interested, I'll leave a link to the Amazon order in the description if you guys want to go check it out. It's it's one of the most comfortable chairs, if not the most comfortable chair that I have sat in a very long time. But guys, another fastest lap there, and just have to clip it. And unfortunately, we can't see where we are in the world, but I can confirm we are 12th in the world, and getting some oversteer there. These curbs around Hanoi are very lethal. But yeah, so we are 12th in the world, so which is okay. We're running a setup, running medium traction and ABS on in these classic cars. Usually I have all my assists off when I'm racing in you know, a normal car, but on these classic cars, assists are turned on, unfortunately, so I apologize about that. But now we're gonna hop into the Braun GP car, because honestly, I really want to see how this Braun GP car does. And what I was going to say before that happened, before we got the 12th place in the world, was I'm an AP student, and I had just taken my first AP exam, and I got a 5 on it. And if you guys know how, if you were or are an AP student, you know how crucial a 5 is for not only your high school but college eventually. A 5 is the max score that you can get, and I'm elated at myself for doing it. Okay, so we are here, and if the audio sounds different, I apologize. Had a slight audio issue in that last segment, but we are back, and we are out of the garage finally, and onto the track in this Braun GP car. And as we cross the line here, we're green for half a second and then immediately into the red, almost by 2/10 as we break into turn 1. This turn 1 is so awkward. Careful on the power over this curb. I had to counter steer a lot through here. You cannot go full throttle through here. Ride that curb and ride this curb, and make sure you get on the power really, really early as you're comfortable with, so you get a really good run down this back straight. Going into the braking zone, going down 5 gears, riding these 2 curbs very, very heavily. You can gain a lot of time just by riding those curbs. Going slightly out wide here, but again, just like turns 1, 2, and 3, be careful when and how you get on the power, because you can easily spin out or understeer. And then obviously setting yourself up for this back straight. But we're 5/10 down on our Ferrari time, and I was looking at this and I was thinking to myself, as we're maxing out at 305 miles an hour, or kilometers an hour, miles an hour, 300 miles an hour, no, 300 kilometers an hour. I mean, we're a second down on the Ferrari. I was really skeptical if I could beat this time. And I spent about an hour and a half on this time trial. I cut out a lot of the Ferrari. I was previously like 50th, and then moved up a couple places, moved up more places, moved up. I think I started at like a 142. I mean, that is really, really bad for this track. But yeah, we're just not finding the pace in this car, and after that first lap, I was really skeptical if we were going to be able to do it or not, but we did make up a few tenths through those final 3 corners, so that gave me a little bit of hope that yes, this car has more downforce than the Ferrari. However, we lose the car, and we are going to return to the garage, and we're going to put up on a setup. We are going to put on a setup here, and I think we're just going to take the setup from the guy in second place. Yeah, the guy in second place, because he's running the same assists that I am running, so his setup is probably going to be as good as mine. I like to run my ballast at 7, my weight distribution at 7, because I cannot handle 11, 10, 9, 8 ballast on my car. I think it's just way too oversteery. And, you know, maybe for some people, they like that, and I probably could go faster with 11 by ballast if I had learned it. But, having a really scruffy final corner and really setting up the lap wrong here. I mean, already 2/10, gonna be almost 3/10. It is 3/10 down. Going into here, you can just see how superior the Braun GP car is. And we run out wide and pick up an in-track invalidation as well. But we may still complete this lap. Yes, we're not even done with the first sector yet. But guys, if you do time trial in the F1 games, or you're just trying to set fast lap times or go for a world record on any game, a racing game of course, you don't want to restart the lap every single time you get an invalidation, because you want to get a rhythm going. You want to complete the lap even if it's invalid. You want to get a rhythm going, because if you get a rhythm going, then you're going to learn from your mistakes. I'm bobbing and weaving here because I'm bored. I don't know what to do on this lap, you know. I mean, we're 1.2, 1.3 seconds down. You know, who knows? And looking back at this video, I was using the mistake of shifting down to first for that corner. I was watching a couple other guys that were doing the same thing on classic cars, and they had used second gear through that hairpin. Sorry, I can't get my words out today. That was really weird. Anyway, having to wrestle the car through these final corners, getting on the power nice and easy, going through this final corner, down to third, up to fourth, little snap of oversteer on exit. But that was the first lap with the setup, so now we have a bearing for where the setup is, what we could do with it. And looking back at it now, I know I can take a lot more curb through turn 1. Just brake a little bit earlier, but turn in a little bit earlier as well and take some curb, and then that sets me up better for turns 2 and 3, 4 and 5. Going through, I don't know how they count the turns on this track, so this section right here, we're gonna call this the roundabout section for the rest of the video, because it is a roundabout in real life. So there we go through the roundabout section. Nice and easy. Going down this straight, obviously we were green, now we're red because of the V8 in the Braun compared to the V10 in the Ferrari. There's just a big difference, but I mean, we're topping out at 307 kilometers an hour, braking really late. First gear for that extra rotation, full opposite lock to the left. Getting in the power a little too early. I was really struggling with that corner. I was really struggling with that corner. Looking back at it, yeah, I really was struggling with that corner, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. It was really surprising to me. So, hitting the wall there, and just not being as clean through here as I would like. Mounting that curb, could take a lot more curb there. Could take a lot more curb there as well. And the lap that I eventually do in the end is not perfect, but it's a lap nonetheless. It's okay, but we are still going to improve. We are still going to improve, and I have to clip it because I don't know if that's going to be the fastest lap at the time. Obviously, we do improve. But thank God we got a benchmark on the board. Now that we have a benchmark on the board, we can beat that a little bit easier. We don't have to worry about fighting the straight line speed of the Ferrari. Now going through here, we're trying to get that rhythm in. Unfortunately, we're about a 10th down, maybe half a 10th now. I have a little screen, so my playback is at like 480p, so I can't really see that well. I can see what gear we're in, however, we're in third gear now. But going through here, making sure we are very nice and kind. I tried that curve and I just did not like it, and obviously, as you can see, did not get a good exit off there. Just a little too late on the power because I was a bit too tentative getting on to that curb on exit, so lost some time there. But powering down this straight, and Sebastian Vettel's line, bring back the F and V12s. Ugh. I miss the sound of all these old engines compared to the V6 hybrid turbos, whatever they're called. Turbo hybrids, hybrid turbos, V6. Hybrid V6 turbo, you know what? That's what I'm going to call it. Hybrid V6 turbo. But, you know, trying to go a lot more aggressive into these corners. I really want to see how much I can push the car through here. And, come on, Chris, come on, you can do it, you can do it. You're gaining more time, you're gaining more time, you're gaining more time. Very nice line through there. Are we going to improve? I don't think we are, unfortunately. That's going to be a no. But there's always more time to improve. So, you know, we'll just have to see. We're going to cut to a time lapse now. And I will see you when we have our world record. My stupidity actually amazes me, guys. This is not the cut. This is not the time lapse. There is no time lapse. I apologize. But this is the world record lap. Or our attempt, our best attempt at the world record, I will say. We are currently 12th in the world as it stands right now. We have done a purple first sector. We may do a purple middle sector if we can keep it together. We're gonna max out around 306 kilometers an hour, 17,000 RPM, 307 kilometers an hour, braking down 6 gears, missing the apex ever so slightly, but getting the car rotated, short shifting up to second. I could have short shifted up to third. Looking back at it, I did get a lot of wheel spin. We do set a purple middle sector, going into the third sector, picking up the throttle early and weaving it through these, even though it tells you to brake right there, you don't have to brake. Going through here, very careful on the throttle and the steering input, making sure not to go past the grip line. And through here, down 2 gears, clipping the apex, up to third at the apex, careful on the throttle, coming around the final corner. What is this lap time gonna be? It's an amazing lap time. It's gonna be a 1:38.8, and I have to take a game clip of it. And I can confirm that unfortunately we did not get the world record because at this point I was too tired. It was about 9 o'clock at night, so I did not want to continue anymore. I'm gonna say I'm second in the world though because you know, 2 out of the 3 guys in front of me were using every assist possible. But guys, make sure in There we go. Use code LordGamer for 15% off at forevergripsgaming.com. The link will always be in the description, and join the community Discord as well. The link is in the YouTube bio. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, like and subscribe, and peace!